everyone, in this video we are going to tackle a poem which written by an American poet. So this poem is entitled Stopping by the Woods in the Snowy Evening. So the poem is written by Robert Frost, an American poet famous for his descriptions of nature. Actually, this poem is one of his most enduring works. It was first published in 1923. Like many Frost works, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening is an evocative description of the natural world that is open to multiple interpretations. The poem, like many of Frost's works, is quite short, consisting of just four quatrains. This poem is part of his collection New Hampshire. So New Hampshire, it is a volumes of poems written by Robert Frost, for which he received the prize for that, and it composes of several Frost's most well-known poems, of course, including the Stopping by the Woods in the Snowy Evening. And now, let us dig deeper into the meaning of each stanza of the poem. Let's have first the first stanza. Whose woods these are I think I know, his house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. So in this stanza, the speaker notices a beautiful forest covered in snow. They think they know who owns the woods, but the owner lives far away in the village. Since the owner is not near, so that the speaker feels unnoticed and free to stop and enjoy the snowy view for a moment. For the second stanza, we have my little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. So in this stanza, the speaker imagines their horse is confused because they've stopped in a quiet, isolated place without any houses or buildings near that. So they are in a cold, remote spot. Imagine they are surrounded by trees and a frozen lake. So it is the longest, darkest night of the year, adding to the mysterious and calm atmosphere. For the third stanza, we have he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. So, in this stanza, the horse shakes the bells on its harness, as if it to question why they've stopped to such an unusual place. And it's very cold there, right? So the only other sounds the speaker hears are the soft wind and the gentle falling of snowflakes. So this emphasizes how quiet place and still the surrounds are. And for the fourth and last stanza, we have the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So for the last stanza, the speaker admires how beautiful and mysterious the woods are, finding them tempting and inviting. However, they remind themselves of their responsibilities and duties, which prevent them from staying. The repeated line there, which is, and miles to go before I sleep, suggests that they have a long journey ahead, symbolizing both literal travel and life's obligations. For the characters, we have the anonymous traveler, so the speaker in the poem, who is likely an introspective individual. The traveler represents the universal conflict between the desire to rest or escape and the need to fulfill life's responsibilities. So the next one, the horse. So yeah, the speaker's companion in the poem. So the horse is portrayed as a sensible creature puzzled by the traveler's choice to stop in an unusual isolated place. So let's proceed to the setting. So the setting is in the snowy forest. From the title itself, we assume that it is in the snowy forest during the evening. So during the evening where there is no house that is near to that place. So let's proceed to the themes. The first one, the nature and its beauty. So the poem celebrates the serene and captivating beauty of the natural world. So Frost's detailed description of the snowy woods draws readers into the scene, highlighting the quiet and peacefulness of nature. So the next theme is was the solitude and reflection. So the speaker experiences a moment of deep reflection and solitude. So this theme is emphasized by the quiet and stillness of the snowy evening, offering a contemplative pause from the busyness of life. So another theme, duty and responsibility. So the famous closing lines, which is, "But I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep." So it reminds us of the obligations and responsibilities that pull us away from moment of tranquility and reflection. So the speaker acknowledges that despite the allure of the woods, they must continue on their journey. And now let's proceed to the trends and movements. So, the poem Stopping by Woods on this Snowy Evening reflects the ideals of Romanticism. So, through its focus on nature, emotion, and individual experience, the speaker's deep admiration for the woods highlights Romanticism's celebration of the beauty and power of the natural world. So the poem also emphasizes solitude and introspection, so which is the key romantic themes, as the speaker pauses to reflect on life in the peaceful, snowy setting. So additionally, um, the mysterious allure of the woods described as lovely, dark, and deep, which evokes the romantic fascination with the sublime, where beauty is there with awe and mystery. So at last, the poem's emotional tone and focus on personal connection to nature align align with the romantic movement's rejection of rigid structure and emphasis on human feeling and imagination. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching.